I'm pretty sure that many people know by now that the PlayStation VR has already been released and that many gamers are going to do as much as they can to get their hands on the VR as possible, especially during Black Friday. Well, those who have a PlayStation 4, they're definitely going to want to get their hands on the VR when it's on sale. And speaking of the VR, in terms of first week sales in Japan, Sony managed to sell at least 50,000 headsets for the VR and by itself, which is something that's impressive because the cost of the PlayStation VR in America is supposed to be around $400. And for those who know, $400 is really expensive. In fact, there are some consoles that cost less than that. For example, the Wii U Basic was around $300 when it was first released, just like the Wii U Deluxe was around $350 when it was released. And the Xbox One, without the Kinect sensor, was around $400 when it was first released. Now, some people might argue that the creation of the PlayStation VR makes up for the lack of backward compatibility that the PlayStation 4 has as a console. While other people just look at it like, oh well, it's just another way for Sony to earn more revenue. And if anyone argued either one of those points, they'd be right, and to some extent. But if Sony sees a significant increase in sales from now up until I guess the summer of 2017 in terms of PlayStation VR sales in America and or just worldwide in general, that'd be very impressive, and it really make you wonder how Nintendo's going to handle their pricing in terms of the Nintendo Switch. Now, and some people might say, the PlayStation VR, even though it works for like specific games, it's still something that's worth having, even if you have to pay close to $400 for it, opposed to just waiting for it to get marked down and then deciding to get it. But, the PlayStation VR is something that's new. It's something that's very innovative. It's something that hasn't really been done before, and it's something that, many people are just anxious to try. So they'll probably pay the $400 to basically experience that feature, for themselves. But definitely a lot of people are going to be rushing on Black Friday to try and get the VR by itself, and because it's a good time to capitalize on prices and all that. So, the PlayStation VR in terms of first week sales is looking pretty good so far. As far as, a significant increase in sales or a surge, we're not quite sure when that's going to take place. The VR may see a significant increase in sales going into the holidays, into Christmas. So we have no idea. But as of right now, the PlayStation VR was quite impressive for a headset that's priced as expensive as it is.